time. What is going on, YouTube, and Happy New Year. Today, we are going to go over the Quarterstaff build I made on my Ranger. This kind of started off as a joke, listening to my friends in Discord complain they kept dying because they were melee and I was a Ranger, and I was like, give me a Quarterstaff. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Well, it's long morphed since then, and I was like, wow, this is actually a viable build we got going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you guys right now. Let's just jump in, and then we'll go over the details after. This does clear all the way to 15s, but I don't have any 15s, so we'll just do this yellow one and see what happens. It's a 13, whatever. You'll get the idea pretty quickly of how it works. It's very straightforward. There's two versions of it. This one I think has most potential. If I can get stronger, I think it'd be crazy, but I'm pretty strong already, so who really knows? We'll take this delirium. Sure, why not? Why not? Why not just spice it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Look at all these boys just coming out of the woodworks. Let's get established a little bit here before you guys all just had to jump on me like this. Oh, we're gonna get the boss. Cool. Get the idea, though. I just jump from pack to pack, and I'm just going to do this. Although I'm having some man issues right now, huh? There we go. That was a little weird. Oh, there's the boss right there, huh? What's up, big man? Let's kill you real quick. Although you're going to slow down my clear speed. Let's go back to what we were doing now. You get the idea, right? We're just going to jump, and we're going to watch them all explode from pack to pack. We're going to run at Ranger speeds over here, and we're going to jump from pack to pack and just kill them all with that circle that comes out right there. That's the whole equation. That circle right there. We jump in, boom. Just like that. Jump in, boom. Jump in, boom. Jump in, boom. You get it? That's the build, boys. Let's go over it, huh? Let's go back to town and go over it. Let me end this little what's it called, Ava? This delirium, so we can go over this build. Give me my stuff. Give me my stuff. A little despair. All right. Another day of not getting the expensive ones. All right, boys. So that is the idea of how it works. You saw the boss in there, and you saw me killing creeps. You're just going to teleport from pack to pack with one button, and you're going to blow up. And if they don't blow up when you hit this button, you're gonna hit that button. That's the whole equation right there. So let's go over it. Okay, so starting with my abilities. What are we doing and how are we doing it? We're gonna talk about all these. We're gonna go ahead, ooh, wrong button. Well, we're loading, not during the video. Don't do it. All right, so we're gonna talk about all these. We're gonna talk about this stuff, and we're gonna talk about this right now. If you're like, man, I don't wanna listen to this guy yabber on, I'll link below in the description. You can just read it real quick if you want. It's going to be a build guide. It's not going to be fully filled out, but that way you can just look at it without trying to follow along. So all right, let's go ahead and start with our abilities. Right away, we're going to be using Herald of Thunder, and we have Herald of Ice right now. That isn't always there. That's something I'm testing over this, and when I'm using that, it's actually for Shattering Palms, but we didn't use Shattering Palms, and we're not going to talk about it during this, so skip over that like it doesn't exist. Usually, well, you know, let's just do this. Usually we're running this because we're so mana intensive right now as we stand. This go ahead and gives me more flasks per second. Wind Dancer, we're going to go ahead and run the Wind Dancer because it's vital for survival because we're an acrobatic build, so we are at 80 right now. Let's buff that all the way up. All right, we're at 82. Let's roll. 83 evasions and acrobatics, if you guys don't know, is right here. And it makes you can evade all hits. Doesn't matter if it's spell, an attack, you can evade it. So there's an 83% chance you don't hit us, which is a big deal. And if you do hit us, that's all right. We got a lot of resist going on right here. Only issue is our life's a little low, but that's okay. As you can see, I was doing fine in there. I wasn't dying or anything like that. And it's a fun way to move around. You know, you're teleporting, you're moving quick, stuff like that. All right, going back into it. So that's Wind Dancer. Herald of Thunder drops a bolt from the sky. That is something we want activated. I'm sure you saw bolts of lightning coming down when I was running around. That's what that was. Storm Wave, that is this right here. This is going to be our main damage ability if we got to hit something hard a lot of times in a row. That's what we're going to do with it right there. We have it all the way down here, and people are going to be like, oh, that's not very much damage. It needs to do more than that. It's plenty of damage. I promise you it's plenty of damage. I could actually make it stronger real quick if I wanted to. But look at that. We're already 88,000 DPS. It's not necessary. It's not what our goal is. It's not what we're doing right here today. So we're going to go ahead and keep that like this. As far as all the support gems and all these, again, they will be in the description below so you can look at them. But since this is a main ability, let's talk about these a little bit. 100% chance to shock somebody. So we're going to go have when this hits you, you're going to get shocked, which will then engage the Herald of Thunder. This comes down when you kill a shocked enemy. So if I have shock on you and I kill you, this is going to come down, giving us another 11,000 damage on top of this. This just increases damage. This increases how fast I'm throwing it out here. And this increases the magnitude of the shock. So your shock, this is gonna now hit harder because the shock is stronger. We're not using Shattering Palms right now. That's for another experiment I'm doing with that, so we're gonna skip right over it. Now here is the big deal. Our main ability here. Cholula. Cholula? I feel like it's like a Mexican word, Cholula. Anyway. This cannot be avoided. This is what I'm using to teleport at you. And the way this ability works is you can see right there, dash to an enemy, strike them with an unarmed attack, applying socketed curses and marks with reduced effect. And it says right there, it reduces them by 31%. So inside there, I'm teleporting and I'm applying Volteric Mark all at once. Volteric Mark has a 50% chance to shock you, and the shock has a 45% increased effect on marked enemies. So again, this is increasing the magnitude of it, and so is this up here. Where'd it go? Right there. So if you get shocked and it's going to do a lot of damage. When I kill somebody with this, it's going to shoot this Nova right here, which is 600% of my attack damage plus an extra 298, and it's going to shoot a little Nova out 2.6 meters. You saw going out, and that is a 200% chance to shock you. So that you're definitely going to be shocked now, and then this or this are going to kill you rapidly. That's kind of how it works. These are all going to be supports for Volteric Mark here. So when I was like, will this work? If you open this up right here, maybe if I open this skill up, if it allows me to open this skill up. No, we're not going to open this skill up. Is there a reason? Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why we're not opening it up. Anyway, you can kind of click through these one at a time now. So this and this are kind of a combo wombo, right? All these, although inside this ability, are supporting this ability. And the way I verified that was very simple. If you come in here and you look at the Nova, it has a 3 radius meter. Okay, and if I come over here and I remove this, that Nova radius goes down to 2.6. So they're definitely having an effect on this, and that's all I needed to know I wanted them to be here. Increase the cast speed so I can jump to you faster, and that is how it works. Literally just jumping to you, blowing you up, and moving forward. Down here we have Frost. This is an oh shit button if I need to get back. That's all this is for real quick, to freeze you up and get myself a little space. Sometimes you get jammed up on ledge and stuff like that. We've all had that happen, especially if you're melee in this game. That is why a Flicker Strike right there. Teleport to an enemy and strike them. So I'm getting jammed up. I can't get out of this, and I'm just swinging at you. Instead of slowly dying, I'll just click this and random enemy, and I'll jump across the map to that little enemy, and it gets me out of that pickle, that tight position. And that is the whole build. It is made for rapidly clearing. In addition to that, my damage changes greatly based on my Tailwind. Tailwind is an Ascendancy inside what's it called? This class, Ranger, right here. Deadeye, thank you, Deadeye, right here. You take 3% less damage. All these things, they add up. I'll just read it from the top here. Basically, it grants 1% movement speed, 3% skill speed, and 15% evasion rating per stack, and it stacks up 10 times. So once you're in there, you're gonna have your 10 stacks rolling. You're gonna have all this rolling. You're gonna be rolling around, and you're at 83 evasion right now. And in addition to that, we are now doing 49,000 DPS right here, which is exactly how we were when we were in there. Very efficient for clearing maps. It's a very, very easy build. It also can be used to kill bosses, although I do think there's more effective ways. I did fight the Arbiter with it. I'll throw it on the screen so you can take a look. It definitely works, but I don't think this build is built for that. If you really wanted to get frisky with this build, you could open up something slower, like, you know, any lower map than the one I'm in currently, like a 6. If you're trying to like just speed farm through maps and you're just gonna blow every pack up with one click, you're just gonna jump through them all and just spam potions with or mana potions while you click this button, and you're just gonna blow them up, and it's gonna be extremely, extremely fast. I don't know what the fastest build in this game is, but I gotta imagine this one's up there pretty good, and it's just fun. It's fun to play, and that's what matters. Something unique, you know, you're not supposed to do that. Here's the build. I'll just leave it on the screen for you can take a screenshot if you want of it. In addition to this, again, link below if you want to go through and read it. No big deal. That's for you. Couple things to note on this build. I am spec'd into the recovering mana because there is a mana problem. So that 2% is huge on kill. In addition to that, I also have this right here, which is big. 80% increased damage when hits against enemy that are full life. The reason this is a big deal is because when I jump to you, I want that first mob to explode. As long as he dies in one hit, everything else automatically dies around him. That's the key. So I absolutely, absolutely can't stress this part enough. All these right here, mana, you know, increase damage against, like, you know, uniques and stuff like that. And then this, if I jump to you, I should add this. When I jump to you, I increase my invasion right away. So right as I get to you, boom, my vision goes up by another 25% that I can't show you inside the town. And then finally, this right here is taken for I can have the 40 increased with two-handed weapons, 40% increased damage, two-handed weapons, and that is on my amulet. Since we're on my amulet, I'll go ahead and show you guys my gear here. I don't want you to think I'm using some crappy gear for this. It's good gear. There's my quarterstaff I randomly found, and that's what spawned this whole thing. It's pretty solid quarterstaff. Everything else is going to be evasion resistant gear for the most part. That's just kind of, you know, what everybody is doing, myself included. My rings are pretty strong. That's a very strong ring there. This one, not so much, but it gives me a lot of the resists I need. And of course, you already seen this. It's an attribute amulet. The reason I have an attribute amulet on is because of these gloves. If you guys have never seen these gloves, they are from Zesh, who is the final breach boss. He has a chance to drop these. They sell for, I don't know, like 6 divine, something like that. But, you know, that extra damage and everything right there, judging, we see 3% attack speed per agility, or I'm sorry, dexterity, and increased damage based on intellect. That's why I keep my intellect and agility so high. And you can see here, let me show you. If I just take these off, there's a big drop in DPS. There's the 13,000 drop right there just for taking those off. They're very, very strong and a key part to most builds that you're going to see out there. And honestly, that's about it. I just wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to show you guys, like, hey, something unique, you know? Like, everyone's doing all these, like, rod builds or lightning arrow or whatever. I'm like, well, where are the fun builds? Where's the stuff that's off the wall a little bit, you know, that nobody's talking about? Like this one right here, you know? Like, that's fun. And that was inside a delirium. These guys are not going to be as strong now. Like, I'm going to move even faster through them. So just something to think about. One of the big keys to this is I can do that without really losing any movement speed if I need to. But look at this. You can see how efficient it is. If you're just going here trying to find the bosses, this is a very fast way to jump through packs to look for the champion packs, and you can clear the mess very quickly. Making a lot of speed, a lot of time, you know? Like, it's no big deal. Just keep going. Boom, next. Ooh, I got hit just now. Did you like that? So that's another nice thing about wind dancers. When you do get hit, I don't know if you notice that, a little explosion, it knocks them all backwards. So if I do get hit, I kind of know right away. There's a big animation on the screen that shows me, hey, everyone just got knocked backwards just because I got hit. So yeah, you guys kind of get the idea now. Look at that. Stuff just drops. It's very, very efficient. It's very fun to play. Yeah, if you guys want me to continue with this build and really try to iron out the details, I can. But for now, it's doing good enough. And I just wanted to show you guys something. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.